All right. I just thought I would go ahead and share with you guys, since you were wondering if I ever use those frozen packets that I make. A couple weeks back, I made some frozen meat packets and veggie packets, vegetables, and beef and pork. Well, these are two packets. One is beef and one is pork. So I'm trying to make a special pork and beef fried rice dinner for my family and myself. All I did was just take the packets out, tossed it into a medium heated pan here, throw in some chopped onions and some salt-free seasoning, and I'm just kind of sealing it, with the lid and just letting it thaw out. It's not on super high heat right now because I'm just trying to thaw the meat so it'll separate. Now, an observant viewer had commented previously that it might actually be a smart idea to, in the future, when I cut the meat up like that, for stir frying, to flatten it out on the bags that I put it in, and that way when I fry it, it's a lot faster. So I'm probably gonna start doing that in the future. Instead of rolling it up into a roll, I'll flatten it as flat pieces, because that should certainly speed it up. While the meat is thawing out, I'm just gonna be cutting up some onions. I do have some of the bok choy still here that I can use, so I'm gonna toss that in. And I'll probably grab, you can see we've gone through several packets of these frozen veggies. So I've got a couple left. I'm going to use a couple of those. And that should do it. So it should be an interesting fried rice. I may try tossing in some bamboo shoots. Nothing like bamboo shoots in fried rice, right? So maybe we'll do that just to make it a little bit different. So it should be an interesting combination. Stay tuned. To help the meat thaw out a little bit better, what I did once it started to thaw is just break it up. I use this, I guess it's called a spatula, to go through and just kind of split up the meat and just let it simmer. That look good. So this is a combination of beef and pork. Now the cool thing about making your own fried rice is that you can use whatever you like. So if you have shrimp, if you have chicken, if you have turkey, if you have beef or pork, you can put whatever kind of meat you want. Or, if you're a vegetarian, you don't have to put any meat in there. You can even put tofu in here if you like. So, I'm going to go ahead and let that fry up a little bit more. I'm having a hard time here focusing. But we'll go ahead and let that fry up and then continue on. Doesn't that meat look good? As the meat continues to cook up and, get done, I am in process of cutting up the bok choy, and I have some onions here, and then all I need to do is really just pop open this bamboo shoots. I'm debating if I'm going to add the other vegetables. I probably will add a little bit, maybe some the zucchini sprouts that I have, and a little bit of some of the mixed vegetables. We'll see. Basically, you see, I don't really have any recipe. I just sort of throw things in there as I have them, or as I think, maybe this will taste good. And that's what's really cool about cooking for yourself, is that you can pretty much put in whatever you like. You can see the meat is fairly cooked, so I'm going to go ahead and toss in some of the onions right there. I'm going to go ahead and put some onions and some of the other vegetables so that it can keep cooking. I've turned off the heat because it was a little too high and I was overcooking the meat. But we're going to go ahead and mix this up a little bit. You should smell how nice it smells in here. Wow, the smell is like really good. I think that's another benefit you have from cooking your own food, is that you not only get to enjoy the food, you get to enjoy the sights and the smell. So we've got some bok choy here cut up, and I know this is probably unusual to be putting into fried rice, but it's what I got, and it's what I'm going to use. So we're going to throw in some bok choy leaves, some stalks. So we'll be putting this in there. Oh. And kind of just stir this up. Essentially what I'm doing is making stir fry. So if you didn't like fried rice, you could essentially just, serve this. This is stir-fried vegetables. I just happen to be tossing in the rice to turn it into fried rice. So, I don't know if I have too much bok choy. Is it possible to have too much bok choy? think so. So, we're going to go ahead and use this bok choy. This is a lot of bok choy. Maybe I won't put in the other vegetables. Yeah, maybe we'll be different. We'll just add a little bit of the zucchini since we have so much of those. Turn the heat back on here. Maybe we'll just add some zucchini and some bamboo shoots. So this is crazy different Denoy beef and pork fried rice. So it's certainly going to be different than what we've cooked in the past. Alright, look at that bok choy and the pork and the beef. Doesn't that look good? Now we're just going to toss in some of this bamboo shoots. And this is going to be like the weirdest fried rice ever, huh? Bamboo shoots, bok choy, onion, beef, pork. Certainly looks different. Look at that. Isn't that a strange combination? I managed to find a bunch of a bag, like a whole bag full of what's this, zucchini? So I went ahead and tossed that in. So this is certainly very, very different. I thought color-wise, the stir fry right now is looking a little bit lacking. So we're going to try to toss in a couple of these miniature bell peppers that I had frozen from the other day. Wow, yeah, it stuck to the board here. But we're going to go ahead and cut these up into bite-sized slices and then toss them into our stir fry just to give it a little bit more color than it has right now. Alright, doesn't that look pretty? This is our sliced miniature bell peppers. They are frozen solid. You can see they did very well. Putting it in, it's going to look a lot prettier. I don't know how much nutrition they actually add, but I know the food looks prettier. It's always cool to have all these colors in your food, you know. I think I heard, was it John Tesh? He was talking about, you know, the more colorful your food looks, probably the more nutrients you're getting. So this food right here certainly looks colorful. And I'm just kind of letting the, I turned the heat down low because I'm trying to let the cucumbers thaw. I should have added the cucumbers earlier, but I waited a little late. So we're trying to let them thaw out without burning everything. So the heat's on kind of low right now, and the food is just kind of simmering. So time-wise, this isn't one of my fastest meals. It's probably going to take about 20 minutes to cook this whole thing, but this right here is actually stir-fried. So, you know, if you just wanted to eat stir-fried vegetables and meat, you could eat it with rice, whatever you want. This is pretty much a done meal. Now, I'm probably going to add a little bit of soy sauce, but I'm not going to do that until I add the rice. If I was cooking a stir-fry and didn't want the soy sauce, you don't really need the soy sauce. But I would probably add just a little bit for salt. You know, a little bit of seasoning. Or you can throw salt in there if you didn't want soy. But I'll go ahead and add the soy sauce once I add the rice. But doesn't that look good? So what we've got in here is onions, bamboo shoots, what's that? A bok choy, cucumbers, and baby bell peppers. So I think that's a pretty good variety, don't you? Okay, it's not totally thawed out right now. You can see the cucumbers are still kind of stuck together. So it still needs to thaw out some more, but I'm going to go ahead and add the rice so it can all heat together. This rice is already pre-cooked and what I have left over, so I'm just going to go ahead and toss that rice in there and put in some soy sauce, mix it up, and just let it stay on simmer and cook up. Here then is the rice added to the dish, and it's actually only a little bit of rice because I didn't really plan on making this fried rice earlier. I just kind of make things spur of the moment. You can see I'm just adding the soy sauce here. This is the low sodium soy sauce that my special visitor gave me while I was at the NEX. Thank you very much. So I'm just going to coat the rice to kind of give it a nice color. And I think that's enough soy sauce. A lot of soy sauce. But then again, I haven't really added any salt other than what's included in the seasoning, which the seasoning was salt free, and pretty much the seasoning's a soy sauce. Now this rice, if you've ever cooked rice before and you let it sit a while, it gets kind of stiff. But if you heat it up and steam it, it gets soft again and it's nice and soft and edible. Now I'm leaving it kind of stiff, but when I put it in with this fried rice here, you're gonna see that once it heats up and stuff, it's nice and fresh again and soft and ready to eat. I had made this rice earlier this morning, just to eat the rice plain with some rotisserie chicken that was left over. So at this point right now, we're recycling the rice, and of course it's looking really pretty, even though I still need the cucumbers thawed out. I think I have like more vegetables and rice in this fried rice combo, but that's okay. I do need to kind of cut down on the amount of rice I'm eating, maybe the carbs, because I'm trying to lose about 15 pounds or so. 10, 15 pounds, I think I'll be alright. So, doesn't that look good? This is essentially done, it just needs to thaw out the cucumbers. So, I'll leave it to simmer and cook. And the juices are coating the rice, so it's going to taste really, really good. Look at that food. Doesn't that look delicious looking? Wow. Okay, we'll go ahead and let it thaw out. And heat up and warm up and cook up, and should be ready to serve very soon. Alright, so here then is the finished product. I have some, I don't even know what you would call that. Denoy special pork and beef Thai fried rice with bok choy, onion, I mean not onion, but yeah, onion and the bamboo shoots, and it was zucchini. I think I said cucumber. It was zucchini, the yellow stuff. And what else? I think that was it for the main vegetables, and some bell peppers, tiny baby bell peppers. And for my sauce, of course, we have Thai chili peppers, some lemon juice, and some fish sauce. And this is dinner. Until next time, everybody. Oh, wait. You guys always like to see me taste it, right? Let me go ahead and do a taste test here. Can't do a proper taste test without putting some pepper on it. Let's put a little bit of chili pepper on it. And we'll go ahead and scoop this up and have a taste. Oh my gosh. It is so very good. I think I'm going to slice up some tomatoes to have with it. Yeah, I think that'll hit the spot. Until next time, everybody. I hope you're eating well, staying warm, staying safe. God bless you all. Take care, and thank you for tuning in.